Hey guys, this is SpazMan13579 here again for a On the Bench for July 1st, 2016. Just another video of me rambling around about random stuff I've gotten and things I've done, so let's just jump right into it. Thanks my buddy Chris Lopez over at Oakland County Customs right there. He doesn't have a website anymore, but he doesn't do any more custom decal stuff. He's an excellent painter though, and still does painting and custom building and all that. Really good guy. He got me a couple things. These are some handrails for blue box engines. These are like GP38 or 41s, or some SD41s. There's a bunch in there too. So those are going to be really useful for working on blue box projects. Speaking of blue box projects, he also got me a couple of blue box shells. Here's an undecorated GP38-2. It's also a dummy. It has no motor in there, but I have motor and gears, so I can make this a powered unit, no problem. He also gave me a Wisconsin Central GP38-2 shell, and I'll use that for something. I'm not sure if I'll keep it Wisconsin Central, but I'll do something with that. It also has the nice plastic handrails on there, so that's always a plus. On the actual bench right here, here's that CN5433 SD60 I was showing last time. I got decals on this side. I didn't get any on the front or rear yet, but it's coming along pretty good. The CN is kind of shiny, glossy right there, because when I put these decals on, I put a gloss coat first, so the decal sticks better to the paint. But it's coming along good so far. Nothing too really special about that. It's a Real Power Products shell is what that is. And then here's that Castle Shops ST40-2F CP reel number 9011. And I just finished up the speaker baffle for it. This is a Soundtrax Mega Bass speaker. These things sound freaking awesome. It's the same one that's in that BC Rail-840CM. And if you get the right baffle for them, or make the right baffle, they sound really good. And this is a V-shape because of the cooling grids inside here. They take up like a weird kind of area on there, so I had to make that conform to the inside of there. But this is based on a Kato, so it's going to run excellent. And this is also the reason why I haven't uploaded that video yet of how to install Locksound DCC and sound, is because I have not, or I did not finish the baffle for this, but now that's done, I'll be able to film the installation for this. I already finished it for the 9316 running around right there. You might be able to hear it, and I'll be able to upload that video hopefully by Sunday, I'm thinking, possibly Monday on the 4th of July, but I'll get it uploaded sometime in this extended holiday, so that'll be pretty good. Here is something not train related whatsoever. This is a 1/24th scale, I think is model, of a 1995 Ford F-150. I made this for my dad for Father's Day a couple weeks ago, and the reason I made it is because he bought this truck brand new back in 1995, and he gave it to me, and then I drove it until we sold it later on to get my new car. But we had the extended cab as well. This is the normal size cab, and we had an 8-foot bed. This is a 6.5-foot bed. But it's a really nice model. I got an actual paint swatch from the truck, and I was able to perfectly match up the paint. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it is metallic on there. It's like a pearlescent metallic red, and it's really excellent. I love how it came out. I went all the way on this model. There's interior detailing in there. You can see all the little instruments and everything in there. It's got the engine detail with the 5.3 V8, and it's got the full underbody detail as well. Everything on there, the transmission and all the driveline components. And I did all of the chrome and everything as well on it. And if you take off the back cover here, you can also see the bed inside there. But I'm super happy with how it came out. He also liked it, and it's a little kind of reminiscent piece of the truck that we used to have. So there's that. And speaking of F-150s, I have a couple of, I think they're based off of F-150 frames. These are by JJM Products. They no longer exist. I don't think they make these anymore. These are auto frames you can put on those 89-foot all parts flat cars. And they stack these up, I believe it's 8 high, and they put around 40 on per flat car, something like that. And they stack really nicely, and they have these little kind of catchers or carriers that go on top of them. I'm gonna make those out of styrene, but there's enough here to do about 2 flat cars. I plan on getting one more set so I can do maybe 4 or 5 flat cars, and they come out really nice. I love how they look. You see things like this only in Michigan or really any like Ford automotive area. You don't see these really anywhere else in the country. So they're really cool and modeled something like that. I'm glad I found these. They're really hard to find. I found them on eBay for like 20 bucks, something like that, which was pretty expensive, but they don't make them anymore, so you can only find them in certain places at certain times. And here's a bunch of switches I also got. These are Shinohara ones that I picked up. There's some Pico ones as well. These are all used, but they're $5 each, and they still are perfectly fine, so I thought, hey, why not? I'm not sure if I'll use all these, but I got them for such a good price that I can just resell them in case I do want to, or I don't use them on my layout. But these I can use. These are some like ridiculously huge radius. I think they're 40-inch radius curved turnouts. Also Shinohara. These are brand new. They're $20 each, but they're pretty hard to find. And brand new, I think they're like 65 or 70, something crazy like that. So I got them for a good price. Might as well pick them up. And these will be a really good installation on my layout. And then here is this train right here. I'm going to talk about this real quick. I'll step on the outside. Here's that 9316 I was saying that's done. It's got the sound in it. You can kind of hear it right now. It's pretty quiet, and it has the wrong prime mover because I've not done any programming to it yet. But I do have a locked programmer, so I can do all the programming on there. These are a bunch of just random freight cars that I got recently. Here's a cool covered hopper. I've never heard of that road name before. I have no idea what it is, but I thought it was cool, so I picked it up. Here is a 86-foot auto parts boxcar. This is a Walthers one that I was working on weathering. Here's the stock paint on it. It's a Chicago Northwestern boxcar, and I patched it out. I'm going to put GT reporting marks on there, which is not prototypical for today, but since I model what if GTW still exists, then it'll be prototypical to my layout. Here's the UP Automated Railway boxcar. I love the Automated Railway logo on there. They're really nice. These are some Walthers tank car kits that I got. You don't really see these anymore today, the 65-foot ones, but I think they're pretty cool. Got them for a good price. I got like 2 dozen of these Walthers Autoracks kits, or Autorack kits, I should say. And I see these, you see these just all the time around Michigan and really just about anywhere nowadays, especially around here with the automotive industry though. And they're just a huge staple of the area, so I thought I might as well get a bunch of them. There's a guy selling them for super cheap at a train show. I already had like a dozen, and I bought 2 dozen more. They were $5 each for the kits, unbuilt. So I got those. I'm gonna have like a massive Autorack train. I won this at a train show. I would never pay the asking price for it, which is like 45 bucks, something crazy like that. It's a Walthers Proto tank car. I love how these look. They have the little kind of dip in them, which is neat. And they're super detailed, really nice tank cars, but I would never pay the asking price. I just won it at a raffle thing. Here's a little intermodal thing I got going. This is a Walthers die-cast single car. Those are really nice because they are die-cast, and so they roll really nicely without any load in them. And I got a CN laser intermodal car or container for it. I think those are awesome. And then this 5-unit set is all Athearn blue box. They don't run too great, but they're alright. Nothing's really wrong with them. Not very detailed though. And I got some random intermodal containers for those as well. And then I won the last 4 cars at the same raffle. I won that tank car at some recent train show thing. It's a Vermont Railway Athearn 50-foot boxcar, and another Athearn 50-foot boxcar in CN. You still see a couple of these around, not too many, but you still see them. This is an ex-Amtrak IBT car. I guess IBT bought them from Amtrak, hence why it has the crazy baggage door handle thing on there. This is a 62-foot boxcar. They're really neat looking. And this is a Walthers kit I put together. I won it at that raffle as well. It's a little 100-ton cement covered hopper. So there's that train. And other than that, I can't think of really too much that I got. I have one other thing over here I'm going to talk about. My LED video is pretty popular with how to install the LED lights, but a couple of guys were saying that it's really difficult for them to actually like glue the lights onto the lenses, which I really don't blame them for because these things are ridiculously tiny. I mean, look at that, they're crazy tiny. So I was wondering if anybody out there would be interested if I start selling these already glued to the lenses, which are these right here, the 341 lenses. So if I were to put these on eBay as like a 4 and an 8 pack, would anybody out there be interested in buying them? I just know it's a lot of work for guys to glue those lights onto the lenses. It's really difficult to do, and they look great, which is why people want them, but they're kind of difficult to put on there. So if you're interested in that, leave in the comments down below. If I get enough of a demand for them, I'll probably start making them. I won't put too much of markup on them because they're pretty cheap for the components, so I won't really charge too much for them. I won't charge, like, I know some people do 10 bucks per light, something crazy like that. I won't do any crap like that. But let me know if you guys want anything like that. And then one other thing, a guy commented in the last video asking if I could just have a video of a train running. So hey, guess what? I have a video going right now, and there's a train running, so let's end off with that. So thank you guys for watching another video of me just rambling about pointless shit. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.